Okay, I'm back. I'm hoping that you can hear me now. I think the voice might be too loud. Can you hear me fine now? I'm hoping everything is fine. In case you guys just joined in, I tried to come in earlier in the live stream, but I guess the audio wasn't working fine. I had some issues with the camera first and now the mic as well, but I'm hoping you can hear me fine. I'm not going to move forward without you guys. Just let me know in the chat if everything is fine. And in just a second, I'm going to show you exactly what we will be going through today in terms of the workflow. I'm going to do a little bit different of a workflow today. I'm going to capture some parts. No sound still. Oh, now audible. Now audible. Okay, so now it's good. I'm hoping now it's good. Perfect. Yeah. So as I was saying, we're going to do a different type of workflow. So we're going to start with something which is more so as hand-drawn 2D floor plan. And now this 2D floor plan, then we're going to move and draw it in the software that I haven't used in this channel yet. And then we'll move it on to SketchUp where we will 3D model it. And then I think I'm going to create a render, a kitchen render on it in... Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in Enscape or D5 yet, but let's see. Anyway, so first of all, you might be wondering, what is this software and why are you using it? Well, first off, before I want to move forward to draw anything in SketchUp, I want to make sure that I have a drawing, a CAD drawing that I can import into SketchUp to model a lot more precisely. Well, as you can see here, this is a hand-drawn 2D floor plan. And usually what most people use in CAD is AutoCAD. However, today I'm going to use something called ZWCAD, which is a lot faster. No, it's not AutoCAD, exactly. So, which is a lot faster. It has some very cool features which allow you to draw a lot faster, and it is not as heavy in your workflow. And especially, I love some of the features that this software has. Now, here's what I'll show you. I'm going to get started. I'm going to draw this. So I'm also going to be focusing on the kitchen here. I'm not going to draw the whole thing because we do not need that. I'm also going to focus here on the kitchen. I'm going to draw this kitchen now. We're going to have a DWG drawing of it, which we will import in SketchUp. So one of the best features that this software has is the smart mouse gestures. And what this means is that if I hold the right click on the mouse button and I just type in an L, this would automatically activate the line tool. And by the way, as you can see, the software has a very similar interface to AutoCAD. That way, it is self-intuitive for you if you are already transferring and if you're already using AutoCAD. So as you can see, I just drew the L. I just drew the L letter, and as you can see, it automatically selected for me the line tool. And now I'm basically just going to draw this wall. I'm going to try to be as precise as I possibly can. As you can see, the 2D floor plan has been photographed in a certain angle, so it's not 100% in 90 degrees. But I will try to be as precise as I can without wasting too much time, obviously. So I'm just going to draw this whole part of the wall. Well, something like this. And by the way, it has all of the features that AutoCAD has, plus some more, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, which honestly, those are great. So basically, just drew this very fast, very simple, and very easily. Now I'm going to continue with this other part of the wall, right? And I'm going to show you another way that we can use the actual Smart Line tool. And I'm going to show you another way that we can use the Smart Mouse tool, actually. So, for example, I just show you how I can use the line tool just by right-clicking and holding the mouse and drawing an L key. But if I actually want to draw a circle, I can basically just right-click and gesture a C, as you can see. And now I have the circle tool selected. So, for example, if I wanted to draw this table, I guess, I could just click once, click twice, and now we have a circle, which is great. And by the way, another very cool thing that ZWCAD allows you to do is to configure all of these different options. So if I open the Smart Mouse config, you can see that all of the gestures they have here are basically tied to a command. Now, another very cool one is that if I right click and I just go to the left, it undoes, right? So it basically undoes the last action that we took, which is so cool. And if I right click and go to the right, it basically redoes the last option that we did. Does it have multi-line? Yes, it does. If you're talking about polyline, yes, it does. Cool, so these are basically the main walls that we will need here. However, what I want to do is I will also draw a line just to be able to tell where we will have the kitchen cabinets. So it will be something like this. Let me go all the way to the line here. And then something else that I want to do is I also want to have the rectangle of where we'll have the island or maybe a dining area. So what we can do is we can also go here at the smart mouse configuration and see if we actually have a rectangular tool, which it doesn't seem like we have, but we can do the R key and the command can be rectangle. Let's try that out, and I can add. If I draw the R key, is this a rectangle now? Yes. So as you can see, I just added a command and automatically works as a shortcut. Honestly, this just speeds up your whole workflow when you're using a CAD software. Now, something else which is very cool if you're collaborating and working with other teams is that if you go here at manage, well, actually no, let's go to tools. Yeah, it's a tools. There's something called smart voice, and basically what this means is that if I click this and then I select whatever point, so for example specify a position, I just click here, I can basically record the voice and give instructions to someone who might be working in the same file as well. So for example, I can just hold and say, can you please extend this line for 5 centimeters to the right, whatever, right? And now basically the smart voice recording can now be played. So if I just click here, I'm not sure if you guys can hear my desktop audio. I don't think so. Let me check. No, I don't think you can. But anyway, the point is that if I just press here, it will basically play
can you
the
please
audio,
extend this line
exactly
for 5 centimeters to the right,
or a revision
whatever,
or anything like that, right? So this is pretty much it. Now these will work as guidelines. Now we're working with very small scale project right here, so we're basically going to do the kitchen. However, if we wanted to do a bigger base or a bigger scale project, we could very easily just draw the whole thing, right? So we could go over all of this and then import it in SketchUp immediately to have very precise lines, guidelines to help us model a lot faster. And another thing is, for example, we could also work on the windows. And let me just trim this real quick. This is interesting. Yeah. We could also draw the windows. We do not need that, but I mean, we know the gap and we know where we need to be working on it. And now, in case we would need to plot this, this will basically work we heard it, sir? What do you mean we heard it? Oh, you heard the audio. Oh, okay, perfect. You heard the recording. Awesome, nice. So then I could just do something like plotting it, use it as a PDF. But if I actually want to use this as SketchUp file, I could just export it as a DWG file and I could import it immediately. Now, just to show you, honestly, every option that you have in AutoCAD is here as well. I mean, we could try. So for example, the hash tool, in case you want to use something a bit more specific. Let me just go. So I can just use the solid tool and I could just draw inside these. I can use a black color, for example. Well, the boundaries are not closed there, but you can see the point that I'm trying to make, right? So this is very useful. In case you guys use AutoCAD or any CAD tool, I highly advise you to try ZWCAD. You can get it from the link in the description in the video. So anyway, now I can basically go here and I can save it as a DWG file. So let me just save this over here. Now I can go ahead and open SketchUp, and based on the drawing that we have, I can go on and model the kitchen, have a little bit better scale, and then I'm going to show you the actual photo from which we will base our design of the kitchen. Let me just open that up. So yeah, this is going to be the actual kitchen that we're going to create from the ZWCAD floor plans that we drew earlier. So this is what we're going to try to recreate with SketchUp and D5 and with the ZWCAD floor plans. Now, as soon as we are here in SketchUp, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to go ahead and import. And I'm going to go ahead and import the floor plan that we have here. So drawing of kitchen. entities imported. So now we just have the lines here. This is I'm basically showing you a way that you can use the CAD files with SketchUp. That way, if you have a CAD file, you can basically import the guidelines and not have to go over the lines once again. I totally get it. We could have done it straight into SketchUp, but this is just to show you a new workflow and a new tool that could be a very good alternative to AutoCAD with a lot of cool features, like I'll show you the smart mouse as well as the smart voice. So anyway, now this is basically going to be where the kitchen is going to be. This is going to be the island of the kitchen. This is going to be where the cabinets will be, and this is just the walls around it. Now, first thing first, I'm gonna make this into scale. So what I can do is I'll just go inside the group. I can draw a line from here for about 60 centimeters. And then I can go inside once again. I can select all of these. I can use the tape measure tool. I can get started from, well, let me just take this off. Yeah, I can get started from here. I'll click once and then type in 60, click enter, resize the group or component. And yeah, now it's resized. So I'm gonna take this off. We can just measure it to make sure that we actually resized and put it to scale correctly, because we didn't draw into scale the floor plans. We just scale it once we are in SketchUp. So yeah, this is 60 centimeters. Cool. So now what I can do is I'm just gonna move this here at the origin. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna select this and I will just click once. As you can see, the wall is already there. Click another one, another time, then we have the other wall as well. Now I'm going to extrude this upwards for about 300 centimeters. Now, also another thing that I have to import is the photo where we will base the actual style of the kitchen. Obviously, the scale is not the same as the photo that we're going to reference from, and the whole floor plan is not exactly the same. However, we'll try to replicate it as close as possible to create a final good render. Cool. So now I will go inside this line as well. I will close this off. What I will do is I will move this upwards for about 10 centimeters. Let me select this, make it a group, and then on top of it I will draw something like this, but instead of it being, well, this shouldn't be 60, this should be 5 centimeters inwards as a baseboard to basically serve as a baseboard. Let me take this off. Cool. And now on top of this, I can basically draw the actual cabinet. So I'm going to go something like this, 55 centimeters. So it's 489. Yeah, something like this. And then let's go upwards. So if the baseboard is 10, the total height is going to be 90, 2 centimeters for the countertop. So that will be 90 minus 7. Yeah, 90 minus 7 is 83. Nice maths, quick maths. We make this a group. And yeah, now let's just draw the countertop. This is basically going to be on top of this. Let's go, yeah, let me just use this. Control key upwards. Let's go for, I guess, yeah, 3 centimeters. Let's just do 3 centimeters. Let's use the rectangular tool. Draw it something like this. And let's push pull it backwards as well. Rectangular tool once again over here. Let's do 0.2 on this. Or is that too much? Well, total height is, yeah, I guess I'll just do this for about 0.5 as a gap, and then I can push pull this inwards for about 1 centimeter. Cool. All right. Let's take this off. Let's take the, oh, let's leave it like that for now. And now we can basically just draw the cabinets. Well, this part over here, I think this is going to be, let me just push pull this over here, close this off completely. Push pull this once again. Let's choose this. Let's push pull this over here as well. Nice. All right. Let me just close this off as well. We will use this for our island here. It will not be quite the same, but close enough. Basically, now what we will do is, let me inset this. Let's go for about around here. Let's offset this, something like this. Let's go over here. Not so good. Yep. I think thinner looks better and closer to what we have in the reference image. Let's do the same in the inset. We're gonna push pull this upwards. Let's clean this up for easier material application later on, which is exactly what we will be doing. Let's take this off. Let's take this off. This wall will need to be extruded upwards as well. I think this might be a bit too wide for the scene that we have here. So I think, yeah, let's just offset this inwards for something like this. Let's push pull this downwards. Nice. Let's just leave it like that for now. I think so. Wait, this is a bit more complicated than it seems, but yeah. Let's just move forward. So next thing is, let's just go upwards. Well, let's just draw the actual backsplash for something like this. Let's go upwards for about 60 centimeters. Let's group this. Now let's draw the actual cabinets, the top cabinets of the kitchen. So in order to do that, I'm just gonna draw this. I'm gonna push pull this outwards for 30 centimeters. Let's group this. Yeah, I mean, these cabinets can, this part of the kitchen can basically just be extruded upwards. Push pull this from this side for about 90 centimeters. So let's do 90. This goes downwards. Let's delete this line. Use the rectangular tool from the corner up to here. Push pull this all the way up. Nice. Okay. What we could do is we could also just extend this all the way to the end of the wall, I guess, right? Yeah, we could do that. I mean, for the final image, we're probably going to do like a 1:1 aspect ratio, so I'm not sure how much of that will be visible anyway. But maybe what I could do is extend this part on this side a little bit more. So something like this, and then let this go a bit on, well, yeah, I guess I'll do something like this. Push pull this downwards. I'm not sure how I will do this island part because I'm not sure if we can fit it correctly in the space that we have. Let's leave it like that for now. I think let me just work on the division lines of our kitchen. So this is 90, I guess, then 30, 60, 60. What is the dimension on these upper cabinets? So this is 342. So 342 divided by 60 is like, it's like 6 of them. So let's go something like this. 60. Oh, I need to go inside the group. So let me use the rectangular tool once again. Let me click on the corner. Let's go 60. Now what I can do is I can basically copy it with the M key and the control key, and then just multiply this for about 4 more times. Nice. Then this final division line, I can just copy it another 0.5. And then I can use the push pull tool to push this inwards for 1 centimeter. And now in order to do that a lot faster, I can just double click on all of the other surfaces. All right. Is this too much? Maybe. And maybe, yeah, I think this one I will just not extrude it because we will need the ventilator underneath it. And it just doesn't make sense to open, for it to open on both sides. So let's just leave it something like that. Maybe even the last one we could have left it, but it's fine. Anyway, let's go now inside of this part of the cabinet, which I believe it's supposed to be the fridge. Let's move this downwards for 0.5 as well. Let's push pull this inwards for 1 centimeter. Cool. Then so these will be okay. So this goes all the way up to here. All right, so let's use the rectangular tool. Let's go for something like this. Then let's take this off. M tool vertically downwards, M key, control key downwards. Let's select both of these lines, move them downwards for 0.5. I'm not sure if these gaps are going to be enough, but I don't think so. Let's just do 1 centimeter in these. Let's do 1 full centimeter, and now I can double click to push them inwards. Not bad. This part, let's just start drawing the cabinet from here. So let's just do something like this, and then I can do the same thing, but now let's keep it 60. 60, and then let's do the same thing over. So if this is 45.9, let's do 44.9. And then this, yeah. So this should also be, I guess, a gap. Let's go downwards, and then let's go downwards. Nice. Now let's use the push-pull tool, push this inwards. Let's do the same thing over here. Let's do the same thing over here. Not bad. We have, okay, so we need to offset this inwards from underneath as well. Let's take this off. Let's inset this. Let's go upwards for just a tiny bit like this. And then I can extrude this part as well. So let's just delete, push, pull. Okay. What else is left here in terms of modeling except the ceiling and the floor? I mean, there's a bunch more stuff that needs to be done with like accessories, the lighting fixtures and all of that. But yeah, we'll also need to find the chairs, which is probably going to take a bit. It's probably going to take some time, to be honest. This part, I'm not sure what we're going to do with the table either as of now, but let me go back. So this is all grouped. Let me use a rectangle once again, something like this. Let's push pull this downwards for 30 centimeter. Push pull. Okay. I think I'll just leave. Yeah, there was another window there that I'll just leave it as opening. Let me close this off as well. Just modeling approximately here. So let's just close this off as well. And now I can just draw on top of this another surface, push pull this upwards for 30 centimeters. Let's actually get them on the same line. Okay, now let me open my reference image. Let me select these, make a group. I think we're also going to need to do the color coding in just a second. So let's go to tools, section plane. Let's just make a section plane on this side. Let's push pull this a bit inwards. Then what we'll need is just a simple pendant lighting. And let me just clean up this table first. So let's delete this, delete this, delete this. Let me close this off. I think I'll just leave this a lot simpler, the actual table. Yeah, something like this. All right. So I guess now what is left, I mean, the raw modeling is pretty much this. Now what we need to add here is the chairs. We need to add the pendant lighting, the accessories. We need to add the, this is a stove. Yeah, the stove and the sink, the kitchen sink. And then we'll do the color coding and then the materials and the lighting, the composition, the materials, the lighting, and all of the rest of the stuff. Okay, so let's just go to the sketch warehouse. Oh, I need to sign in. 1 second. let me just log in here real quick. What? Okay, good. Let's go to the 3D warehouse and let's type in dining chair, I guess. Let me find something similar to our reference image. So this is the reference image. What can actually work here? I think something like this can work. Elephant dining chair. Yeah, I think I'm not even gonna go and search for more, because like usually a 3D warehouse takes the most amount of time in most of the live streams. This seems to be a bit smaller scaled. So let me rotate this as well. I think something like this should work. Maybe it's a bit too much. But yeah, let's just leave it like this, and then let's do another one like that. What I can do is just rotate them a tiny bit just for randomization. That way they do not look all perfectly placed, because that just looks very fake. And I can also move them a bit, one of them more inwards, one of them a bit more inwards as well. Not too irregular. Maybe this one looks a bit too irregular, but just enough randomization between them. That way they do not look perfectly placed in a 90-degree angle. Then next up, let's go for a pendant lighting. Pendant line light. I don't know, because it seems like a line light in a way. This seems pretty close. Well, we're having luck with the 3D warehouse today. We're not spending too much time on it. Yeah, this and that are pretty close, I guess. We could also add the LED strip lighting, but I don't think that makes a huge difference in our render anyway. So we have the line light. Now I'm going to try to place it on top of the table here. Oh, we also need to find the windows. We could also create the windows ourselves, to be honest. So cool. Let's use a rectangular tool. Let's draw right here. Let's do 3 centimeters, 2 centimeters, 5 centimeters, control key, push pull this upwards. I mean, it doesn't need to be too complicated with multiple profiles or anything like that. I mean, it just needs to be simple enough, and maybe it doesn't even need to be captured. So yeah, I mean, I'll just leave it like that for now. Cool. What is left here is just some accessories, which you can also use from the D5 render asset library, the stove and the sink, and then we can move on to color coding it as well. So let's go here. Let's just type in kitchen sink. Which one should I use? I mean, let's just use this one. I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, I'll maybe change the positions of them anyway. Let's just rotate this over here. Okay, let's go inside, rectangular tool. And then let's just find a stove. We can just use this one. Rotate it 9 degrees. Okay, nice. So now let me just move on to the color coding. So the table and this part of the kitchen cabinets seem to have the same material. So let's just choose this material, whatever. It doesn't matter because they will be changed either way. This is just for color coding. That way you can apply materials a lot easier in D5. So let's do this. Okay, and then it's the kitchen cabinets here as well. Push pull this inwards. Yeah, this is pretty much it with the kitchen cabinets. Wait, is it the, yeah. Okay. And then let's just do another material for the upper kitchen cabinets. And then let's just apply a material for the ceiling and the walls as well. Okay. Yeah, the walls over here as well, we do not need them in the same material. What else we'll need? Oh yeah, the countertop and the backsplash also need a separate material, so it should be something like this. Okay, I guess this works. What else do we need to color code here? Is there something else? No, I think this is pretty much it. So yeah, okay. Now let me just save the file because I totally forgot to save anything up to now. Hello, Asitha from Sri Lanka. Nice to have you here. Oh, the floor as well. I also need to color code the floor. Nice. Let me just choose another one just in case. Cool. Let's go to D5 render. So I'm going to launch it straight away, and we're going to get on to rendering. We have started in, we have been live streaming for about 30 minutes. We made some progress in the last 30 minutes, quite fast. Obviously, we're not trying to be super precise in everything in the modeling, but just good enough. Saying no, new project. Okay. All right, so let me go inside here. Let me first off create new scene. Let's go inside the scene. Let's select the camera clipping plane. Let's go to fly, and then aspect ratio, let's do 1 by 1. Perspective, 2-point perspective. Let's turn off auto exposure. Let's change the field of view to something like this. Is this similar to what we have in the reference image? I think the reference image is taken a bit from further away, and then there's also a lot more space. The field of view seems a bit too little, but yeah. Anyway, let's just continue with this. So let's go to effects. Let's turn off auto exposure. Let's turn off auto exposure. Let's go to environment. Let's go to HDRI. And Albert from Atlanta. Thank you for joining in once again, Albert. Okay, So if I go here and let me just turn on this highlight quite a bit. Let's go to auto exposure. Maybe we can turn it on a bit. We can try some things out. All right. So if I take a look at the reference image, let me go to the assets. Let's go to the materials. Let's type in tile or yeah, gray, basalt, cream color. These ones should work, I think. So let's just download these, apply them to the floor. There's a lot more work that we need to do to the lighting. I'm just making sure that I apply the materials first. That way we have a more clear idea where the lighting needs to hit and all that. Did D5 just close like that? Or no? I think D5 just closed me. Let's relaunch it. Whew. Let me just turn on the AC, guys, because it's getting a bit hot here. Okay. New project. Wait, hopefully, was it saved? No? At least the composition? No. Let me just, yeah, let's just redo the composition real quick. So, let's turn the navigation back to fly. Let's go inside here. Let's go to create a new scene. Let's click on the scene. Let's edit the camera. Let's add a camera clipping plane. And let's go to perspective mode 2 point. Field of view. Yeah, let's just leave it something like this. Okay. 2 point perspective. Let's just update the scene now. What we can do here is let's turn off auto exposure, environment, HDRI. Is there any HDRI sky? So let's go to the custom HDRIs. Let me add a custom HDRI. I have some of them here in the local library. One second. Let me try another one. Okay, seems a bit better, but it needs to be a bit warmer as well. Anyway, let's turn off the light quite a bit. Let's go to models, tiles. Just 1 second, let me just apply this here. So I just click in the ground. Now there's less green reflection. Nice. What I can do next as well is I think we need more exposure here. Let me just increase the exposure a bit. Cool. All right, let me go back to the reference image that I have. Now I need to find a good wood material. So if I go here, let me type in wood. Let me choose, which one should I choose? Not cherry, not yellow sandal, African bean tree, red bean tree, Allen, mountain, olive. This one seems pretty close to what we have in the reference image. So let's try it out. We should be done with the image in about 10-15 minutes, I think. Let's just wait until this downloads. Okay, so let me just select this. Let me apply it right here. Come on, just a bit faster, please. Yes, yes, D5. Thank you. This is a bit too harsh, and maybe it should be keep texture shape. 90 degrees. It is a bit too harsh. It is too harsh. I need one that is a bit, it has less texture, I would say. No, not UV randomizer. How can I change? Okay, so base color map, decrease the saturation. No, it's not this. Maybe we need to make this a bit, let me try. Yeah, this is not the right wood material. Let me try another one. So if I scroll down, light maple wood. No, this is way too light. Well, maybe I can use this and then change the color and change it around and try to fit it with the reference image. Because the wood material here is very crucial to get it right in order for the image to look good, like the final image. Let's just wait while that downloads. Cool. Select it. Apply it here. This is closer. Not perfect, but much closer. And I think with the lighting and everything, it should be better. Let's make it a bit smaller as well. Yeah, I think this is much better. Let's rotate it for 90 degrees. No. Because right here I want the orientation to be in a different way, but I think I'll just leave it like that for now. And yeah, another thing that I want to try is, I think this should be a lot thinner. Yeah, something like this. And then maybe, is there a way to blend this in? I think so. Let's see in the meantime. Let's go to marble next. I just want to get done all the materials, like the baseline of it. And then maybe if I need to, I can go back and tweak things around. Well, I mean, what's left here is basically the marble, the upper cabinets, and then the wall plaster. So let's just select this, apply it here. The render still has like a green feeling to it, which I'm not sure why. Why does this have the tiles as well? It's not good. Let me go to effect, environment. I think the HDRI is not the right one. Let me try another one. Let's go to downloads. I should have something here. This might seem a bit more balanced. But this is like a sunset as well. It does not look good. Let me just fix this first, because the actual HDRI is giving a tint to the whole materials and is not helping us. Marble. Let's try this one out. White jade seamless. Come on, I hope this doesn't have... All right. let's go to the light. I think let's just add rectangular lighting from now. Okay, exposure, just a little bit less. Okay, environment, background, let's increase the light of it a bit. Maybe this rectangular light, let me select it once again. Maybe this is a bit too much. Or maybe the exposure is a bit too much. Let's add some contrast maybe first. Yeah, it is lagging when I apply materials, I know. Let me go to the assets. Let's find a plaster or like, wall paint. Let me type in paint. Let me use this for the ceiling and the wall. Paint, rice white, just find white wall paint. Let's download this. Because there's this pinkish tint on top of it. Okay, so now that is, oh no, not in, yeah, not in there. Cool. Now we're getting a bit closer, I think. Just a little bit closer. What else do we need here? I don't think this is completely finished here. Let's select this once again. Why does this wall material look way different than this wall material? When we literally apply the same one on the ceiling as well and everything. We'll check that in just a second. Let's just select the sink as well. Let's make it metallic. Wait, which one did you select? It's this one. Okay, metallic. Lower the roughness. Nice. Let's just yeah, we can also use like let's just use a strip light underneath here, or let's just use a rectangular light which is very thin. Okay, let's just make this a bit warmer. Flower, let's go model. Let's type in flower, I guess, or potted, something. Potted. Let's scroll downwards, or I think it says it said accessories. Indoor furniture, accessories, books, ornament, potted greenery. Is it here? Let me try and find something that works. I think, which one can work here? I think this can work. We can try some more accessories that would work here. I think this wood material is very annoying. I need to get a better wood material here. Come on. Nice. Accessories once again. What are some good kitchen accessories that we might have here? Oh, kitchen and bathroom. Well, oh, this could be, no, that's too much. This could be nice. Biscuits and whole grains, we could put them in the corner there. Is there anything else we can use in the table here though? Come on. Ah, this whole thing just takes too long. I wish I could download everything in the D5 render library. I could download it locally maybe. Okay, and let's rotate it for 90 degrees. My bad for that. Second page. What could be here that we can use in the table? Glass. This could be interesting. Yeah, I think I could use this. Let's go to the third page until that downloads, because it's gonna take way too long as usual. Wait, which one? Where is the? Which one did I download? Let's just scroll downwards once again. It wasn't over here, right? It was this one, yeah. I think I'm just gonna put this on top of the table here. Okay. Then what else is left next? This wood material, this is good. What about this? Is this in fabric? The seat? This one? Let's make this fabric. Fabric, oh, cloth. Yeah, cool. What else will we need here? I think this wood material needs to change very fast. Like, I want this switched very, very fast. Oh, I think I have a material that I could try. So I could do batch import. Let's try this one. Well, it needs to be 90 degrees now, so 90 degrees. I'll change the colors in just a second. This needs to be a lot. Wait, it needs to be thinner. No. Let me do one by one first, and then I'll check the rest. One by one. Let me tweak the base map. Let's lower the saturation. Brightness, that's fine. Base color map, or let me make the correct size first, okay? Because there's just a lot that I need to do here. So as far as the right size, something like this can work. Cool. Now let's match the color. Now the color of the texture is looking a bit too red. Let's go base color. Let me try and go to RGB, or so can something like this work, or can I just use this material? Let's just duplicate it. Let's see how this looks. Oh, I think this looks better than what we had than any of the texture that we had up until now. It just needs to be a bit lighter. Let me try it. So if I go here, I can increase the brightness a bit. Yeah, I think something like this should work fine. No? Yeah. Let me just update the scene here. We have a bit of issues that we need to fix in this render, but we're not too far away from what we need to do. Let me go to the, let me go here. Okay. So do all of these have the same material? I think so. Let me take this off. Let me take this off completely and let me apply maybe a curtain here. So let's go curtain. Curtain closure. Hopefully this one is not moving. That would suck. Instead, let me go here real quick. Let's just draw a rectangle, something like this. Let's push this upwards for a bit. Okay, let's rotate it. This shouldn't be moving. Rotate it by 90 degrees. Why is it moving? How can I make it so this doesn't move? And I've always had this issue with D5. Come on now. Let's make this bigger. Can it like not have an animation at all? Offset, speed, range. Oh, 0, 0. What about this? This is so weird. Why does it have to have an animation? I don't know. Maybe being open can make this look better as well. I don't know. Okay, so let's just push this even more upwards. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go to SketchUp DMNT. I'm late. It's fine. You can rewatch it. Let me go to window. I'll even find a very simple one. Yeah, let's just get this one. I could have used that one as well, but yeah. Anyway, let's just put this here. Upwards. Something like that. Cool. Let's just select the glass here. Refraction, no refraction. Let's go to environment. Let's go to background. Let me increase the background. It's not looking too bad, right? It's not looking too bad, I guess. What do you guys think? I think what we need to do is let me update this first. Let me go to rectangular light. Let's go to effects. No bloom. Oh wait. I think we need more light from the outside as well. So like the background. Oh God, why is that happening? The communication is abnormal. If we lost progress, like I'm sorry, but I don't think I have time to do all of that. Once again in the live stream, I have another meeting at in like 10 minutes. Hopefully this saved. Sync local project, right? I don't need a new project for this. Open, please. Oh God, hopefully that we didn't lose all the progress. That sucks. We were almost getting there. Like we needed like I'm watching the reaction on when D5 closed in my other screen. This sucks, man. It happens all the time. Why does every software have to crash no matter what it is? I mean, every software that I've tried always crashes, and there's rarely any live stream that goes by and a software doesn't crash. Whether it is D5, SketchUp, Enscape, all of them seem to crash somehow, and they're running a pretty powerful computer. The thing is, like, it's not like a weak computer. Oh God, no, please. What do I have to do here? Wait. Why is there a bit? No, please. Just open. If you lost progress, then, I mean, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do here. I have a meeting very soon. And hopefully this opens up. Hopefully, if it opens up where we left in like 5 minutes. Something's off with the materials. It feels like a 2D render. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to fix in just a second, but... let me try and sync this with a local project. Nope. That's not happening, I think. Recent. No. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna need to continue this tomorrow or later today. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, you saw the progress. You saw where we went up to. But we're definitely gonna continue this tomorrow, and then I'm gonna make the whole video out of it. But anyway, thank you very much for joining in. Sorry for this happening, but honestly, there's no way I can go back and do all of that in a matter of a few minutes. But we're definitely going to do that tomorrow, and I will keep you updated on it. Once again, thank you for joining the live streams, and hopefully you learned something today, even though we couldn't